This vast land is known as the Hisui region. In this time period, people's and Pokemon's relationships are strained, often even leading up to fights and attacks. These are the Pokemon that will accompany you and make sure you are safe. The grass type Rowlet, the fire type Cyndaquil, and last but not the least, the water type Oshawott.
Well, hello there. I'm Yafi, and I finally uploaded. Hopefully, this goes on all the time. But I stopped procrastinating and finally got myself to do some stuff. Well, in this video, it will contain my Hisuian interpretations of the starters for the Hisui region. The Hisui region is the region where Pokemon Legends Arceus is taking place in, and the actual Pokemon might not get any regional forms at all or something completely different from this, but this is what I imagine Game Freak would kind of do. Well, let's start off with the grass starter first. Well, this is Rowlet. It is normally the grass starter of the Alola region, but it's somehow a region starter for the Hisui region. Probably because the professor here, Professor Lavender or something, brought it over. Rowlet normally evolves into um, Dartrix, then into normal, regular Alolan Decidueye. But my interpretation will be a Hisuian Decidueye. God, that name is hard to say. Yeah. So let's get into its concept. Well, this Decidueye is going to be a grass fairy type. You'll get to know why in a sec, but it's a grass fairy if that wasn't obvious. And it's inspired by cherry blossoms, and it's also inspired by ninjas who also use arrows, and it has cherry bomb arrows or something. I don't know, haven't decided, but it represents the bombs that Japanese military used. And it's also based on the Yogen Notori, uh, or also known as the Bird of Prophecy. It is a Japanese yokai. It helps to strengthen the fairy type in it more. And that's the reason why it has two different colored wings. The Yogen Notori has one black head and one white head. I didn't want to give this mon two heads, so I made the wings two colors. And it's also capable of making bountiful harvests for farmers. Farmers know to keep these mons, um, keep this mon happy, so it gives more bountiful harvests. Well, I think that's the basic summary of this Hisuian Decidueye concept. Now, let me talk about what struggles I had about designing this. The main struggle I had with this design was making the pose. There is very little reference of Decidueye flying, for my knowledge, but I had to go off a bird flying picture. I think I did pretty well. But the only problem I have with this one is that it looks like it has two knees. Yep. And the colors were pretty hard to decide. I didn't want the pink and purple to blend too much, and I also wanted it to have green, brown, and white bits. I think I did a good job conveying that it lives in the snowy part of the Hisui region. Well, I hope you like them, and let's get on to Typhlosion. But before that, I'll just put this CGI up for everyone to view. Well, this Hisuian Typhlosion is inspired by this one yokai that transforms itself into a shogun, yeah, as a badger, like a badger as a shogun. Yeah, like shogun are like military people in Japan, and also the Japanese bombs they use, kind of like my Decidueye. It can make bombs out of the belt it has, the fire belt cape thing it has, the circle things you see. It can grab them and throw it like a bomb. It's also inspired by by cunning by the cunning nature of badgers depicted in most media. Cunning and aggressive. Oh, forgot to mention, this regional variant of Typhlosion is Dark Fire type. Well, I'll just leave it here for you guys to view. And last of all, but not least, my favorite one out of all, Samurott. Well, this Samurott is inspired by Ronin, samurai who have lost their masters during the feudal period of Japan, which Hisui takes place in. So I thought it would be fitting. And it will be wielding a, I forgot what the name was. What was the name? Oh, Kanobo. It's a club-like weapon that's used for bashing opponents. It's also used by samurai. Its Kanobo is on its shoulder as shoulder pads. It's also inspired by a yokai, which is an otter that has grown grown to a certain age, which makes it a wise old yokai. I forgot its name, but it exists. An old otter thing. Well, I thought this was the best one out of them all, and it is expected from the best starter of Hisui, in my opinion. Also, what is the best line, in my opinion, is from the given ones. Not my one, but in general, it's the best one, in my opinion. Well, I hope you guys like it. Smash that like button and hit subscribe if you feel like. It helps out a lot, and comment if you like. And I'll see you guys later. Well, we reached 350 subscribers. Well, that was unexpected. Um, so this is the end of the video. You can click on another video if it shows up on the screen, which I hope it does, and hit subscribe if you want. So I'll just do a clip show of all the mons, and ta-da!